Hey y'all, Scavenger Reviews here. Got another depressive one, so go ahead and just skip it. Get on to my next Godzilla video when I'm feeling better. Uh, well, what's the point of all this, you know? By the way, I look like Jesse Pinkman right now. Yo, Mr. White. I don't know why my shirt's doing that, but yo, Mr. White, Mr. White. We need to cook, man. What is the point of all of this? You know, I don't create. You know, I just mimic. You know, this whole channel, everybody does this. Not a single thing I have done on this channel is unique or original. Everybody does this, you know. Everybody has made a movie review about Godzilla. You know, everybody has made a movie review or action figure video. And I think that's also why my content moves so much, you know, and meanders and varies is the word I'm looking for. It varies so much is because, like, I don't know, I don't really have a central focus. You know, I've said in the past, like, oh, it's because I'm a scavenger. Haha, I get it, funny name. You know, and I like everything, which is true to an extent, but really it's just because I don't know what I want to do, you know, quote unquote. I live my life passively, so I had to switch it to. This says it's in royalty free, like it says it's in a royalty free playlist, but this sounds like, not to sound like a hater, but like too good to be royalty free. So I guess that would actually be a compliment, not a hater thing, but hater on most royalty free musics. It says it's royalty free, but I don't know. I'm gonna see, and if I get this, whatever, then I get it whatever, you know? I'll just take it down and who cares? Because this is just me screaming into the wind as usual. Nobody listens to me. I don't, you know, if you actually listen, thanks, you know, I don't know you. It sounds like a really douchey thing to say, but I don't see the point. I don't know, I got like really deep the other night, last night actually, about, what's funny is a person actually asked me like, "Hey, do you ever want kids?" And that yes or no question turned into a whole, is this fucking? Didn't that sound like Megalovania? You know, like, didn't that sound like that? I was about to be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Inspiration. Um, I don't create. Other people create, you know? Like I said, I had to change it to some royalty-free music because I was watching like music videos by like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nirvana and stuff like that. And some of those music videos, like I watched the one for the oh crap, what's the name of the song? I'm drawing a blank here because like other song is going, but the like Come As You Are, well that was the Nirvana one, and that's just called Come As You Are. But no, I watched oh my god, I can't think, my brain. I watched the Red Hot Chili Peppers one, the one where it's like how long, that one, and then it's one I haven't heard before or seen the music video for. I usually don't watch music videos, not because I don't appreciate them, they're awesome, I just don't happen to actually put them on, you know. I wasn't like really an MTV guy, you know, growing up, you know, because I'm only like a 2000s kid, so. But I'm seeing, you know, some of these videos are just the most randomest bullshit. And then the one that got me, the fuck was it called? It was like, bad something. It was like bad wishes? No. I hate myself, bro. Anyways, though, and it's just more reminding me of how falsely I live, you know. I've said this is not a new video by any means. God, I'm white. I'm so freaking white. Look at me. I'm like you could literally use me as a sheet of paper. Anyways, though, and that's all the North's fault. You know, I live in the North now, and, you know, it doesn't sun up here. Yes, I'm going to say it like that, because it doesn't sun up here. And they're so creative, you know? All of these music videos, you know? They're fucking wild, man. They're going nuts, you know? They're doing this, they're doing that, you know? And I don't create. I've shared some of my artwork on here and more on my Instagram page, Scavenger Reviews. Shout out, ha ha ha. But like, all of that artwork is stolen. You know, it's not stolen, but I mean, like, I just look at something and I reference draw. I don't trace. I do not trace. And I don't use AI. You know, you can say all you want about my art, but I do not use AI. Anyways, though. All of my art, though, is I see a picture and I draw said picture. Instead of been like this. But anyways, I see a picture and I draw said picture. You know, you know, have technically drawn like 2 original drawings that I can think of off the top of my head, which is the 2 action figure drawings. I drew, where is he? Oh, he's over there. I'm not gonna bother getting him. But anyways, I drew Kickback, the Transformer who turns into a locust, grasshopper, cricket, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I think he's a locust, though. I think it's, like, officially a locust. Which is my favorite of the Insecticons. Don't at me, Perspective End. You know, I don't know why, but Perspective End, like, hates Kickback. Well, doesn't hate Kickback, but he, like, thinks Kickback's the lamest one. No, Kickback's the coolest one. You know, you got, like, Bombshell, who's got the, cool, like, knight aesthetic, and he mind controls people. He's got his own thing. Scrapnel, though, he's the lame one. He's just another beetle. Like, he's not a unique bug. I really contend that it should have been a dragonfly beetle and a locust, you know? Because then you would have had 3 archetypes of 3 different 3 different whatevers. You know, that would have been so much cooler. But they did beetle, locust, you know? And yeah, they're different types of beetles, but you know what I mean. It's like dog, dragon. You know, dog, bird. You know. Anywho. I drew Kickback in like a cool, well, not cool, but more funny pose. Where it's referencing the Squidward, like, SpongeBob meme where it's like, meow, fuck out the way. And then I drew Spawn, medieval Spawn specifically, and I drew him just standing there with his hammer above his, like, resting on his shoulder. Nothing too funny or whatever. But if I wanted to draw either of those characters, I wouldn't have been able to. Like, without looking at it. I need the thing in front of me. And it's like, you know those people who, like, draw those quick little comics and animatics? Or, you know those people who can literally just take a napkin and doodle a little guy on it? Unless we're talking, like, a smiley face, or maybe, like, not Kirby, but, like, a character as simplistic as Kirby, I can't just draw a little guy. I can't draw a dog. You know that, like, very simple, and I do mean very simple, drawing of a rabbit that everybody learns to draw, where it's literally, like, the body, and then, like, the legs, and then you have the head, and then the ears going this way, and then you put a little bunny tail on it. I can't draw that. If I got a picture of it, though, I can draw that. I have no imagination. I have no creativity of my own. I do get inspired and, like, influenced and stuff like that to create certain things. Like, I drew, I showed. I feel like it's not showed, but I also feel like it's not shown. I shoe off. No, I'm joking. I know that's what I did. Anyways, I displayed artwork of mine in one of my videos where I showed, like, Courage, and it was like the things I do for love, and it was like Courage the Cowardly Dog with an AR. And that's funny, haha. Except I actually just got that from a meme. It was this meme about like Courage will scream, eyes bulging out of his head, and then run off and come back with something like this, you know. And it was that picture that I drew of Courage with, you know, the AR. It was just the actual thing. They like put in a AR into the like image of the original show, and then I decided to draw that. I wouldn't. I don't come up with that. I mean, I guess I could. I could draw like Godzilla with a blick, you know. But I have no creativity, you know. And I actually couldn't draw Godzilla with a gun in his hand unless I found a picture of Godzilla with a gun in his hand. It's that bad for me. Like, this Godzilla toy I have right here, which is actually pretty sick, like awesome. This was $12. Now, it's not very articulated. You know, you basically just get like this, and then this, and then you get this, and nope, you get this. Yeah. So it's basically like more like a statue, like a pre-posed statue. But you can do like a little bit of fun with it and a little bit of animation with it. But like, again, this is $12. Look at this. This is awesome. You know, I love the tail, like the way they have the tail up. That's like not something you see with a lot of Godzilla figures unless you do it. But like I'm saying, like Godzilla figures that you buy that are like just solid pieces. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Anyways, though, it's that bad for me that I would not be able to draw this holding a gun unless I saw a picture of this holding a gun. You know, I could probably draw this, you know, but that gun, I'm going to draw, erase, like 5,000 times. I am not creative. I mean, I am, because, you know, I thought of the Godzilla holding a gun, and I actually have this in another video I made where it's like I talk about artistic intent versus artistic ability, or artistic desire versus artistic ability. I don't remember what I titled it. But no, like, I do think of things, but I have no ability to draw them. And people have told me, like, oh, that's fine, you know, you're still an artist, you know, and, like, I guess technically, you know, look at the Campbell's Noodle Soup guy, you know who I'm talking about, like, the guy from, like, the whatevers, I'm not even gonna pretend to know what decade he was from, slightly, you know, before the year 2026. Anyways, you know, he just draws like Campbell's chicken, not draws, but like paints, and they're perfect photorealistic Campbell chicken noodle soup cans. That's me, I guess, you know. That's not me. I'm not trying to say like I'm not good. I'm nowhere near that good, obviously, but you know what I mean. That's the venue that I'm going for. That same Courage, if I wanted to draw that Courage facing forward, I wouldn't be able to unless I looked at a picture of Courage facing forward. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I know I'm kind of going in circles as far as my points go, but I see these people, and they're creating like crazy music videos, and granted, this is a group of people. This isn't one person doing all of the work. No, this is like a group of people that come up with this. I do know that, you know. But like, and this also goes back to my whole I don't feel real video, where like, they've got a group of people. They've got friends, you know, they've got social activities. They go out and do this, do that, you know, they have things, you know? I mean, I don't do that. You know what I do? I just sit on my couch, waste away. So I have off today. You want to know what I've done? Well, I was actually a little productive. I vacuumed, and then I'm gonna take out my trash as well. And then probably gonna go to Walmart, get a little bit of groceries, and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to steal an idea and create something, because I am in the creative mood. So I saw a picture. Actually, I'll just put it in right now. So that, I'm going to do that. So, yeah, I'm just straight up stealing that idea offline. And I mean, like, creativity's creativity, I guess. And I'm thinking my own ways to do it, and I think it's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna take that mask. I already looked at it last night. It's in the Walmart. That's all the other reason why I'm going to Walmart. Um, what was I talking about? Anyways, I have to like widen it because it's like obviously meant for a kid's face, and then even in general, and I swear this isn't me hating on me because I have been doing that in the video, but like I just have a big head, like it's a very big head, you know. Anytime I buy like Halloween masks or hats, especially if they're like, I mean, if it's like a stretchy quote unquote hat, like a beanie, obviously I can wear just about any beanie. I'd have a really big fucking head if I couldn't wear beanies, you know. But if it's anything that's like a form-fitting hat, you know, I have to try it on first, you know. Masks, especially because this shit's expensive, man. You know, I paid like $70 for that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask. I don't think I've showed that off in a video. Well, you know what? Next Texas Chainsaw video I do, I'll wear it. Even though, technically, it's the first movie's mask, and I already did a video on the first movie, so... I don't know. Oh, you know what I do? You know what I will do? Whatever the hell I want. I don't know what I'm going with this. Anywho, but yeah, I'm gonna make that Angus mask. I already got an idea of using, like, see, I was thinking, like, styrofoam, but then my buddy, she said that, like, hey, don't use styrofoam, use aluminum foil, and you can kind of, like, mold it into the shapes of, like, the horns and stuff. And then I have modeling clay I'm going to put over said horns. I'm just worried if I do all that, it's going to weigh, like, a ton. And with it being, like, protruding from my face, it's going to be, like, weighing down my head. So I'm worried about that. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. We'll see, I guess. I've been scavenging reviews, I guess. I don't know, guys. You know, the actual reason why there's always, like, a huge gap between videos is because I'm not happy a lot of the time. I act happy, but, like, acting happy around others is really easy, you know? People don't really know I'm struggling that much until, like, they either catch me, you know, being honest and whatever, or if I choose to be, or if they choose to watch my videos. Nobody watches my videos anyways, at least not anybody I know. I mean, there's like a few people I know, because I don't know what I'm saying. I've got quite a few people that watch these videos that I know. Look at how white I am. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Look at this. That blanket behind me, like that white blanket that's literally, you know, cotton white. Look, twinsies. Actually, I'm whiter. Holy cow, I'm whiter. I think it's just the lighting. I've been scavenging reviews, guys. Catch you on the next one. You know, I'll be happy in those. If I only do the sad in my sad videos, you know. I do the happy in my happy videos. So even if, like, maybe later today I feel like making a video, because I want to get the Rodan video finished. Well, not even finished, started. I want to get it done, you know, I want to do it. Then yeah, I'll do that.